Down to that other story, people who live in the Midland beach community on Staten Island have some big flooding fears tonight. Every time it rains, they say they're left with inches of water sitting on their streets for days. TV 1055's Jessica Layton spoke with waterlogged residents who live right along the bay.
Every time it rains, Igor Yentis wonders what's the best way to get home.
So I actually try to go in illegally against the one way to try not to hit the water.
His family's house at the corner of Kiswick Street and Bedford Avenue in Midland Beach is like its own little island on Staten Island. They're surrounded by floodwater.
If you had known how bad this was, would you have thought twice about buying the house?
Yeah, probably.
A couple blocks away on Grimsby Street, it's just as bad, not only in giant downpours, but almost every time it rains.
Every time it rains, if it rains for 5 minutes, then it'll have a huge puddle up the block.
All summer we usually have this giant leak over here.
And all that standing water can be scary.
Especially with the bugs and the mosquitoes and all the viruses now, it's not healthy.
People who live here say the problem with this flooding, which at this point is about a foot deep in some spots, is that it lasts like this for days, even long after it stopped raining.
Some believe the answer is a better drainage system, but in this low-lying area, the water has nowhere to go. The Department of Environmental Protection is working on a project to put in new wetlands to filter stormwater, but City Council member Steve Mateo wants something done now. Quote, "In my opinion, the best interim solution is to have DEP pump out the water as the flooding occurs. Whatever the fix."
It's kind of frustrating, it is.
Unless it's before the next storm, it won't be as fast as these families need. In Midland Beach, Jessica Layton, TV 1055.
Man, a DEP spokesman tells TV 1055 the first phase of the wetland project should be done by the end of next year. He also tells us engineers will be looking into whether there are any short-term solutions.